Hey, what's up, guys? What's up here? Welcome to the Battlefield. So today we'll be talking about what's good in Battlefield 5. I know we're in 2020, close to 2021, and people still asking me, what do I like about Battlefield 5? What is the thing that makes me to come back to this game and keep posting videos of it? People say also that this is the worst game in the franchise. They killed the franchise with Battlefield 5 and all these things that like I'm like I disagree with most of these comments and most of these remarks because I don't think it's true. I mean, yes, they have a bunch of bad things, maybe more bad than good ones, and we're going to talk about both of them, the good and the bad. But first, we're going to focus on the good because that's kind of the question in the comments. The most people, like some people ask, is this game is good? I mean, it's good for joining right now. Like, I want to play this game. Like, is it a good time to buy Battlefield 5? In 2020. So all these questions I'm going to answer, throughout the whole this video. So hopefully you are ready. And if you disagree, you can try to change my mind because I'm open. I'm open for your comments about this. So if you're nice, we can have a nice conversation in the comment section. But yeah, change my mind if I'm wrong. But anyways, let's talk about the good because it's always the bad first, right? People making videos for like I don't know almost 2 years about how terrible this game is, and people forgot about some of the few good things that makes this game really good. So here we go. The first one, in my opinion, gunplay. The gunplay in Battlefield 5, I believe, is pure perfection. This game is really good in terms of gunplay. It's awesome. It's really smooth. Everything feels so good. Like the guns feel different, and that's one thing that the mighty Battlefield 4 had. Like most of the guns, all of them, they feel kind of the same. They feel the same. In Battlefield 5, get a little here and there. Everything is different in terms of weapons, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love the character mechanics. The character movement, the sliding animation, mantling. Going through windows, jumping obstacles. The building fortification mechanics, all this stuff is so smooth and so good that's one of the reasons why I love this game, because it feels so smooth. And you slide, you keep on running. It is so nice, man, to play this game. I mean, I have played, Call of Duty Modern Warfare / Warzone, and that's one thing that really annoys me. Like all these little things you have to do to slide, and it's like cancel, and then you have to do it's like so much work. I just want to run, slide, and keep running. And this game has it, and has it perfect. So I hope this mechanic, this feature, is back in Battlefield 6 because that will make the game like so much better, in my opinion. I just imagine, let's say for example, let's just go nuts over here, and let's just imagine a Battlefield 4 / Battlefield 3, sort of game with the Battlefield 5 mechanics, this sliding mechanic and mantled building fortifications and gunplay. Just perfect. It's a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. That game will be nuts, and that will be the only thing I'll be playing for like a long time if they do that. So there's another good thing besides that. So we got already, gunplay and character mechanics. So this is like the core, the core gameplay of the game is really important, which is balance. The core gameplay of the game, speed. So I think this game, I mean, I know they start goofing around with the TTKs, but for the most part, I think this game is balanced. I know we got guns like the STG, but you can always outgun the STG with some of the amazing, semi-auto rifles, or the SMGs, which is pretty good too. Like, I think that the balance of the game is really, really awesome. The speed, it doesn't feel like a slow game. It's like a fast-paced game, and I love it. I love the speed. I love everything. So that's what I'm saying. The running animation with the slide animation and these gunplay mechanics and everything, and like gives so much speed to the game, and I like that. So anyway, so just the core gameplay in general of the game, all these mechanics are pretty awesome. So I love it. So if we combine all this stuff with the map design, And I think the map design in Battlefield 5 is really great. Like all the Battlefield games, man. The maps are really fun to play. They're really, I don't know, they're really well done. I cannot say there's a horrible map. The one thing, and it could be a valid complaint in terms of map, will be maybe the immersion. You know, like a lot of these maps, like for example, this one over here, we're playing Narvik. In Narvik, we're playing some TDM. Looks pretty cool, you know, like nice and sunny and bright and cool. But you know, once we get to the town, it's just like all destruction and kind of gritty, and I like that. It's pretty cool. So maybe one complaint would be a lot of these maps look like too shiny, too nice. You know, it doesn't look like too World War II in my opinion. But this map looks pretty cool. I love the destruction, devastation. You know, it's pretty awesome too. But and I'm not saying the maps are nice. I mean, Hamada is pretty good too. But they're like too bright and shiny, which is not bad. But I would love to see a little more like dark and gritty, and it's like, man, like something really bad just happened here not too long ago. So something like that will be my only complaint in terms of maps. But overall map design, I think is great, very fluid, and the very awesome vehicles. You know, like it's not like a cluster weird sort of a map design for these maps. I think it's just great, man, and I think it's just very awesome. So in my opinion, those are the good things that the game has. I know it's very few, right, compared to the bad ones, but to me these are the two most important things. These are the good things that I look in a game, right? So I did the same thing when I was like judging, you know, Modern Warfare, for example, or any other game that I played. Just the gameplay, the character mechanics, and map design, and all this stuff. And I didn't like half of the of these stuff in Modern Warfare. You know, I didn't like the character mechanics. You know, a little too clunky. The guy felt like too heavy. Felt like I don't know, like a sumo wrestler with a elephant strapped to his back. It's like you can't move. This guy feels so heavy. You know, I like the character movement here. So that's why I keep coming back to this game. But you know, it's not all good in this game. I know it has a lot of things that went wrong, and this we can all agree that this game was rushed. We can all agree that this game needed at least another year, maybe a year and a half, or maybe 2 years to complete this game. That we can all agree. I'm not going to argue with that, and that's for sure. But I think that the two main things that really hurt this game, that people really, I don't know, maybe can't forgive, you know, it's just, I mean, this is a lot, but two important ones. You know, it had a crappy launch, and terrible support. You know, so the whole crappy launch, you know, was because the prosthetic arm trailer with a female and all the stuff, and I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't, and I never complained about this because I thought it was like, okay, I want to see more. I want to see what's up. Is this going to be only the campaign? Which I don't know why people complain so much if it's only campaign stuff, because people normally don't play the campaign. I did, and I posted it in my channel. It was a pretty fun one. So I didn't get the whole situation there. And so I was curious, you know, before I start just going nuts about something. I like to be curious about it, you know, like, okay, what's up? I want to see more. Let me see what you guys are doing, then I'll complain. People didn't see it this way, and there was like an outrage right away, and you know, it's a whole big deal, and they removed that. But I'm going to be completely honest with you, because we're being honest with each other right now, okay? In all my videos, I'm always honest with you, so I hope you're honest with me as well. But being honest with you, right now, I would love to play that game that got canceled, because that's a game that was canceled. They had an idea with this whole prosthetic arm and whatever that was. I want to play that game. I want to see what that was. Was it going to be in multiplayer as well? Okay, I want to play that. I'm curious to see if there was something different, something else. I don't know, something like Wolfenstein. Who knows? But I want to play that game because I don't care about that stuff. See, I'm curious like that. But that's just me. That's just me. But I do want to play that game just to see what the idea was, and you know what happened. So yeah, that's the whole issue with the crappy launch, and the support. You know, the support was terrible. Like I said, this game needed at least a year and a half, 2 years, and it'll be great because waiting 6 months for like one map, and it's like, okay, I like the game, but I want to play more maps, and I don't want to wait 6 months for a map that is unavailable for two modes. Which, lucky me, one of the modes was Squad Conquest, which is what I played the most until they remove it. And so, for example, what was the name of the map? Al Sundan. That wasn't available for Conquest, but it was available for Squad Conquest and TDM when it was released. So we're like waiting 6 months, man, for a map, or like all this time. It's just like so frustrating. So the support this game was just like terrible. The whole TTK changes was another thing. But all this stuff, if we take a look at it, and all these like terrible stuff that I'm about to say, because there's a few more. It's not that terrible. It's not something that is breaking the game. So TTK changes, I know it's pretty annoying, having to use one more bullet, to kill a guy at certain ranges. The FG42 is not working properly, so well, we have to use something else. I mean, it broke the game in a way that certain guns were not working, but at the same time, some of the main guns, were still working. The STG-44 was still working. It was pretty good. The MP40, the Sten, and some of the other guns, they were doing pretty good as well. So we had to stop using certain guns, but I didn't like break the game to a point where it's like, oh, it's unplayable, I cannot play this. Okay. The whole idea with the uniforms were not real and all that stuff. Well, I don't care about that. Like really, I do not see what my character is wearing, so I don't really care about that stuff. But so for some people that's something really important, but I mean not for me, so I don't really care about that stuff. But that's something that was the complaint. But once again, it's not something that is breaking the game. It's something more like, oh, this is annoying that I cannot get a different uniform for this guy. That's for some people. The DLC maps, like I was saying, not ready, not working, and all this stuff. Like, okay, it's terrible, but it's really annoying. It's like super annoying, right? Another thing that's really annoying is the useless company coins, and that's what I have, like 200,000 at the moment, something like that, and I don't know what to use them on. Like I want to use them. I want to buy camels and stuff, but the ones they have, they're not that good, So in my opinion, this is the whole crappy launch and crappy support bad stuff, which just covers a lot of things, but all these things are just annoying. And I think the good things this game has are really important and really good. So that's why I love this game, because of these good things, the gunplay and this and the game mechanics and map design, which are really important. You could have a game with the perfect gunplay and the mechanics, the weapon balance, perfect. Like I'm saying perfection, but with a horrible map design, you're not gonna play that. I mean, I don't care like how perfect the guns are and all this stuff, but if you have horrible map design, it's gonna be a horrible experience. Or if you have a perfect map design, right, the perfect map for the perfect modes and all that stuff, but if the gunplay, if it's terrible and the guns are not balanced, so to me these two things, these two good things that I mentioned are really important, and I can maybe forgive or forget about some of the other stuff for a little bit and just keep enjoying the game because I love how this guy shoots and how he moves and all this stuff. So that's just that's just me, man. but there's one thing into the whole bad stuff here in the game that's mainly I didn't experience anything here on PlayStation 4, but the cheaters, they were mostly on PC. I didn't experience anything crazy here on PS4 like ever. Like the only, well, it's not like a cheat, but when we had the invisible guy, but it's not the guy's fault, it's just the game's fault. But once again, I mean, I posted a video with it. I mean, I was killing these invisible guys, not like it was like unkillable, but it was just annoying little thing. So everything bad in this game is really annoying. And since this guy told these people since launch that if you don't like the game, don't buy it, so that really pissed them off, which I thought was pretty funny, man. I thought it was pretty funny. Like, these guys are like pissed off at your game, right? and the guy comes out and say, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. People are just like, what? Normally maybe these devs go out and say like, well, we'll do something, and try to calm people down. But these guys didn't care. They just like, don't like it, don't buy it. So I thought it was pretty ballsy and pretty hilarious. That was pretty nice. I don't know, but I don't know what you think about that. But that was pretty interesting. But anyways, so that's why I think this game is great, man, and that's why I keep playing. And that's why I keep I'm trying to keep this game alive because I like all this stuff. While we wait for the new Call of Duty, because the more I try to get into Modern Warfare, I can't. And there's one feature that is in most of these Battlefield games, and I'm gonna talk about, well, to all of you just console players. You guys on PC have this feature all the time, and I know I play some games on PC, and I know this, but for console players, just like Battlefield 1, this game, you can change your FOV, and well, you can't in Modern Warfare, and to me that's huge. Once you change it in one game, man, it'll ruin the whole experience for you in the other game. So if you can change it in another game, it's terrible. I keep bumping into doors in Modern Warfare. It just feels so close. I just can't play it. So in this game, you can change it. Everything changes. It is so good. So anyways, thanks for watching. My name is Watch. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary. And if you feel like you want to change my mind about everything I said, go ahead. The comment section is open and is waiting for you. And let's have a conversation. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, later.